It's me, it's Queen Onset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Now remember guys, tomorrow is 5/19/19, and at 2 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be out here doing our live chat. We're going to be talking about the book Being Me, Loving You by Marshall Rosenberg, and we're going to talk about pages 1 to 6. I'm also going to be announcing the winner of both contests, the Pygmy Puff Mystery and the 6,000 subscriber contest. I'm going to be doing both of them at the same time. We're going to have a great chat. So come on out. If you have the book or not, come on out. All right, so someone asked me to talk about Aquarius and their intuition. She's Aquarius, and she said that she's noticed that the Aquarius that she knows personally have strong intuition. But they always end up in stupid, crazy, ridiculous, dramatic situations. And she was like, if Aquarius have such a strong intuition and oftentimes know what's going to happen before it actually happens, how do they always end up in these crazy situations? So I'm going to throw that back to you guys. I'm going to give you my answer as always, but I'm going to throw it back to you. Why do you, as an Aquarius, ignore your intuition and walk into situations sometimes that you shouldn't walk into? Those of you who do, that is. So you can tell me in the comments section what you think about that. But what do I think, especially when it's me? Why? I guess because at the end of the day, for me personally, I'm idealistic and optimistic. So even if I see that something is going to happen, I'm hoping it's still going to end for the best. And usually it does. Even when something goes wrong or a situation falls apart, it usually went okay for a little while and then it ends for the best. I think about this like with friends, you know. Somebody had said to me once that, they found people to be temporary. And I'm like, you know what? Sometimes people are temporary, but that doesn't mean that they weren't helpful or useful or fun, in that moment. Sometimes people are temporary. Sometimes people come into our life for a season or a reason, but that doesn't make their influence any less valuable just because they aren't currently around. While they were around, it was valuable and you got something out of it during that time, right? So why do Aquarius ignore their intuition? Maybe some of them are like me and they're optimistic, or they believe things will end all right, you know? Likewise, maybe they're hoping that if they do something different, or if they do things right, or if they do something a certain kind of way, maybe it won't turn out like that. Because one of the things I know for certain about the future is that when you do cards, it's something that anybody who does cards will tell you. When you look at the present and the future for a particular person, sometimes the future changes based on what the person does in the present tense. So a lot of times if I look at my cards and I see an outcome I'm not particularly fond of, it's possible to change the outcome by what I'm doing currently in the present. So I think that for me, intuitively speaking, sometimes I'm hoping that based on what I do, maybe things won't be that bad. Maybe they'll go in a better direction. So I think that on some of us, I think, are always hopeful in that way. And then, like I said before, still more of you probably have other reasons as well. So this is a short video because my answer to that question is pretty short. So let's go in the comment section and talk about it. So you guys tell me what you think. All right. See you later.